Alright, it's been quite some time since I made a regrets video, and I had this client who got in touch with me, and towards the end, I think the client asked me, "Can I ask you something personal?" After everything was over, and said that, um, "Don't feel bad, but I just want to share something with you." I said, "Go ahead, yeah, share." So he said, initially when I saw you, I was like, what the hell? Who the hell is this freak? And why is he tattooed his face? And why is he like this? And I was like, who the hell wants to listen to him? But then after you appeared on my feed again, I was like, okay, what is he talking? And finally, the curiosity listened to me. And then eventually saw, okay, yeah, tattooed face and look like a freak, a mafia, whatever, but offers worthwhile content. Okay, I'll book a session, and thankfully, I was able to honor the standards. Okay. But then he asked me towards the end, don't feel bad, I'll ask you this, but do you regret these tattoos on your face and body? I don't know. I don't regret. It's part of my brand. It's who I am. It's my image. It's how people remember me. So then he said, you don't regret at all anything? So I told him, yeah, I do regret certain, like this side or this side. Yeah, this design, I wish I'd changed it, but I like this one. There are some other designs on my hand, which are different. I wish I had made it different. So then he said, I'm very intrigued to know what are your regrets. Okay, because if you say tattoos you don't regret, then what do you regret? You're an atheist. Do you regret that? Do you regret breaking up with your parents? And so I was like, okay, fine. I'll make a video since it has been quite some time since I made a video on this. And thinking about it, I have seven points. Maybe if you watch my previous video, this can be a refresher. So I'll give you the seven things that I really kind of regret. Okay. The most important, let me start with the most important. Without a doubt, the most important thing that I regret is the time that I've wasted. I'm 47 now. When I look back in time, I'm like, where did all those years go? I'm nearly going to be 50 in another few more years, which will just pass by like this. Imagine I've spent 50 years on this planet. So I keep thinking, man, where did those years go? And, I can make money, but I cannot make time. Okay, I made bad business decisions or bad investments or bad purchases. I can make that money. If I made a mistake, I can rectify, but I can never get time. I can never get my school days, my attempted college days, my 20s, my 30s, my 40s. In fact, the best years of my life were these last 5 years, I could say. I literally wasted these 50, 40 years, I could say. Seriously. And that brings me to the second point is I've had absolutely pathetic or non-existent upbringing. In fact, I had upbringing in the wrong way, guidance in the wrong way. My pathetic parents, that woman whom unfortunately I have to call mother, and the stepfather who is another absolutely waste of space, that human being who should be, both of them should be jailed and made to suffer. They destroyed my life completely by pathetic advice. In fact, the only saving grace is I got mentors, but I didn't know that term existed, but only after the age of 30, kind of in late 20s. So I wish there was someone to guide me, someone to mentor me, someone to show me the way. You have no idea in the importance of mentoring, coaching. It's not because I'm doing the same line. Imagine in China, children from the age of 3 are taught a particular skill like gymnastics or painting or whatever. And by the time they become 10 or 15, they're prodigies. In fact, there are some of these TikTok videos where they show Chinese children are learning how to fix cars and all that, small girls. Indian children are learning how to dance and all that. So if you have the right mentor and you have the right direction, you can achieve incredible wonders. Why do you think there are some 10-year-old, 11-year-olds who have finish their PhD. If you have the right mentor, your life can change. All of the top sports people, all of the great achievers have had a mentor. So the second regret is I've had pathetic parents who literally, instead of even being neutral or giving me the right direction, they push me back many years with all their nonsense. So yeah, the second regret is not having mentors. And the third one, which will surprise you, is education. I'm not saying education in terms of learning about algebra, trigonometry, chemistry. There is a certain respect that you get if you have graduated from an Ivy League school like a Harvard or Yale or Princeton, and if you get a PhD, there's nothing like it. I know that I'm a big critic, or there are critics who say, what is the use of PhD? You'll be forever a nerd and all that. But if you're not going to be a successful businessman, and if you're not going to be a successful entrepreneur, or, this PhD, if you have a doctor in front of you and a PhD, the amount of respect it gives you, the amount of doors it opens up. So either you can focus on getting a PhD, or you can focus on a life skill, something that is not taught in the curriculum. Maybe a skill related to operating on cars, some trade, like they call it trade, plumbing, electrical, computers, computer languages, something. And if you have a certification which is globally recognized, your life will change here. And why do you think doctors will never be without a job? Because these are careers, and these are educational, qualifications which have global recognition, demand, and respect. So number 3 is education. But remember, the right degree, not a degree in arts and drawing, or some Gurukula, Pondicherry, Hanuman College, or Jesus Christ Sacred Heart from Ulupi village or something like that. No, I'm just giving you names. It has to be Ivy League, globally recognized, and yes, the PhD or masters. Because remember, I've seen Filipinos who have CVs with 4-5 pages of certifications, seriously. And then I've seen a CV with only one line: graduated from Harvard Business School. Actual, not online Harvard or Harvard. Actual. That one line made that CV, weight in gold. Number 4 is the importance of having a citizenship of a country where, yes, you have to pay high taxes, but a country that takes care of you. There are a lot of countries which don't come in the news. It can be Switzerland, it can be Denmark. Denmark has the highest tax rates or whatever. But if you go to a country where, yes, you have to pay taxes, but they really take care of you as a citizen, there's nothing like it. See, you might hate me for saying this, but an Indian passport, it has maybe perks and benefits. I'm not aware of what they are, but I don't think you get free housing. I don't think you get free medical. I don't think you get free education. I don't think you get anything. You just have to pay taxes. I don't know for what. So, and the worst passport, at least Indian, is a little bit okay. Pakistani, and then you get Irani, and so citizenship really matters. If you get citizenship from a country that really stands by you and gives you the perks and benefits, not just traveling like visa on arrival, it really opens your doors of opportunity. Why do you think there are so many people from Western countries? They can even think of hitchhiking and being a backpacker and going to 10 different countries and then finally figuring it out what they really want, experimenting with cultures and including the purchasing power of their currency. So having a citizenship and a passport of a powerful country, nothing like it here. So that's one regret which I also have. Number 5 is I do not know how to manage money. I do not know how to play around with money. I do not know how to invest money, which is a sad skill, which is a sad thing which I don't have. It's a skill that can change your life. With envy, I listen to youngsters who talk about investing, crypto, stock market. But it's not just that what I'm talking about. I'm talking of managing money where If you have a father who's a multimillionaire, he'll tell you how to play around with money, where to invest, how to get the returns, investing in a house, giving it on rent, and using that money to pay your expenses so your expenses is zero. And there's a way to go about and play all this. Sadly, I'm not well versed with this. So money management, money skills is number 5. Number 6 is, this is only for my age and my time. Had I been introduced to the internet, like YouTube, or when it was just booming, computers or the computer language, or even cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, if you had invested when it was 1 cent or 2 cent, I think by now you'd have been multi-millionaires, billionaires. Even knowing the computer language, even knowing how to communicate with or design software from OpenAI or ChatGPT, that can change your life, yeah, from making websites and all that. It's a skill that I never had, and unfortunately, it's a bit too late for me because I don't have the patience now. In fact, even languages for that matter, if you're multilingual and you're fluent with that, it can really help you, especially if you know the communication skills. But communication is a skill I have, so no regrets there. So internet, computers, computer language, and crypto. And last but not the least, my final regret is about my health. I had nobody to guide me, so I did take steroids. I did go into bodybuilding, powerlifting, which today I'm paying a massive price for it. My organs are rather weak. My immune system is weak. If I do get sick, and after COVID, that influenza, my health has totally been messed up, from hemorrhoids to swelling of joints and all that, back pain, and this is something that you'll have to live with permanently. And I wish there was someone to guide me on what I should have done. What I should have done is maybe yoga, that is the best. Second one, swimming. Third one is slow running, marathon, cycling, triathlon. But there was nobody to guide me there. So I went into Arnold and wanting to show big muscles and big strength and steroids and being big, and then like a balloon, all gone. And I'm left with all the poison, which will permanently affect my health if I'm not careful. So these are the 7 regrets. And if you notice, there's nothing with regards to tattoos. So anyway, thanks to the client for making me remember this topic, and I hope you don't make the mistakes I've made if you're young, and if you're not too young, still time you can make corrections. I hope you make the right choices and learn from my mistakes. And remember, the most important, time and mentoring. Alright, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. This is me signing off. Take care.